Yeah, I'm just going to do it really quickly.
Oh, okay. Quickly was not the answer.
I got it on
Quickly was not the answer.
Quickly was not the answer.
Cashew milk.
Yes.
Cashew milk.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Do you want to do the first pour so I know how much to do?
You see.
By the way,
yes.
I usually pour just from the milk thing, but I thought I'd try and look sophisticated.
This does, but it doesn't have a pourer.
Yeah, I do think that we might have.
Pourer.
I was in a small village in Greece and they were making stuff.
That is nice.
Felt like I wanted something, so I bought that without having any idea what I would do with it. This is now what I've done with it.
Yeah, what
I bought it over a year ago. I don't know.
Maybe it's like ouzo or something. It's like it's a
shot. Yeah, it's like a after dinner. Yeah, and what's the
made
mastia?
It very English.
Mastia? You know that?
No.
Mastia. It's what they drink in Greece as well after dinner. Mastia. I've got a bottle. We can do that if you want, but it is 10 a.m.
Yeah, let's get rid of the tea. What are we doing here? I feel really bad inflicting this on you. I didn't know when I said it that you were going to have to drink it as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just thought I'd go all in.
I know. It makes people really furious.
Oh, really? Is it not good?
Yeah, people can be really angry about it. I think they're just like, they're like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing this?
Why not just oat milk? Do you prefer it to oat milk?
No.
Do you prefer it to... But you can drink oat milk.
I can drink oat milk, but then, so the thing is, okay, so I become vegan, which is an absolute nightmare. It's ruined my life.
When did you become vegan?
In November. It's a long story, but I saw Wicked and I haven't been able to have an omelette since. I've talked about it a lot and it makes people really angry. But I've been vegan since Wicked. And so then I was like, right, I need a milk alternative. And also my daughter, we both have like eczema. And so cow's milk is meant to be bad for eczema. So I was like, oh, I got oat milk. But then they say that's really bad for you because it's loads of sugar. And it's just like, because it's so delicious, it's just like really bad for you.
Right.
And so then I found, they said cashew, that almond milk is the best milk, but I'm allergic to almonds. And so then I couldn't have almond milk.
Right.
So then I found cashew milk.
Which, can I say, well done for finding it.
Yeah.
Because even when I knew it existed and I knew it's what you wanted, I couldn't find it anywhere. It was so hard to find.
Can I just say, I didn't demand it to anyone. I did not demand it. I said, any milk that you have, but I said, if you want something, if you want to know what I actually have at home, this is what it is.
That's because you know the cameras are now rolling.
Yeah, I know, because I felt embarrassed.
Do you want to do the first pour?
Okay, but I do always demand, no, please, you pour. It's your home, you pour.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so I'm going to...
And also, I don't know how to
There was a
pour with this.
little bit of a lip there. I don't think it was deliberate, but there is something.
That's just a fault.
That's a
scratch.
These never... Have you ever been in a place where they offer it and it just never works anyway, and you're so annoyed? And now
It's never not been me. I've never seen anyone else do this. Are you quite clumsy?
Do you know what? I like to think I'm very particular, and I like to think, but I realised I'm overcompensating because I know I am.
Yes.
I try so hard to be like everything is in order.
Because you're a mess. That's the same as me. Yeah, I try and hide it, but then it comes out in the worst way. It's like... Yeah.
But calling me that's how you were speaking to me before you knew the cameras were on.
Yeah,
that's how you turned up. If we got the actual carton, would you be able to pour it better, do you think? Would that be better?
I want to see you keep trying.
I've not got any in yet. Maybe if I go like there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to get a spoon as well. I've not got a spoon.
Yeah, you've really made a mess of that. And that's not even on me.
And I'm not even going to like it.
Yeah, that's it. It's not even going to be enjoyable for
you. Go
you.
on, you have a go.
Imagine if I get this in. Yeah, I'm just going to do it really quickly.
Oh, okay. Quickly was not the answer.
I got it on
Quickly was not the answer.
Quickly was not the answer. Oh dear. I got more in than you though, I think.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But let's get a spoon so we can do that. I need a spoon. You can hold the fork. I'm about to clean up this spill. Is a tea towel the best thing to do that with?
I usually use kitchen roll because then I feel like every time you clean up a spill, you have to wash it. But then I think that's probably not very good for the environment. But then I use bamboo kitchen roll, so maybe it's fine.
I don't know where my kitchen roll comes from. I don't know if it's... Is that because of being a vegan? Is that a new thing? Vegan?
Well, no, you just... Because you're... Otherwise, it's like plastic stuff. It's just everything is bad and
everything
hard.
is bad. I'm going to stir for you. Is that okay?
Please. But should we try and put some more in?
Should we try and put more in? And should I try and get... I've also got maybe a better stirring cloth.
I'm just going to do it quickly again. You ready?
Oh, that was really good. Thank you. That one was really good. Luckily, because I got these trainers for my birthday and I put them on as you were arriving. And you didn't hit them. You didn't hit them.
They're nice. Is this usually how it goes?
Can you imagine?
People over for tea?
Can you imagine if you and I were a married couple, and then the neighbours, we'd moved in here, the neighbours invited us over, and then this cuts to them two just sat there opposite us going.
We'd be called the Klutzes. The Klutzes are here.
We'd be called something beginning with C, but I don't think it'd be the Klutzes. I can just imagine them inviting us over, and we haven't even spoken to them once yet. It's just been fully me and you. Okay, we've also got biscuits.
Oh yes.
So should I clean that up with something else?
No,
should we leave it?
No, people use. That's a normal thing to use a tea towel. I think
it didn't feel right. But I've got a wet cloth. Would the wet cloth be good, or should we just keep this? Let's keep it because we're sort of sitting in our own mess.
Yeah, I think it is what it is. You know, we can try and hide it. Do you do that with tea?
No. But I'm trying to start a thing.
Cheers. Okay.
But I do think it'd be fun to do when you're out, like on a first date, if you did it with like your dinner. Imagine if you're on a date with someone and they held up their plate.
Yeah.
Cheers. Would they go, because I think if they went along with it, you want a second date. And if they go, what are you doing? I go, I don't think we're going to be together.
Yeah. But sometimes people go along with things, but they're not happy about it.
Yeah. Do you think you and I do that?
Just to be polite, I think.
Are you saying that's why you're here?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah.
I'm going in for
and
my
that's why you're
taste.
drinking cashew milk.
Yeah.
That's where we are. There's not even like, I can't even be blamed for this because I feel like you did a lot of the damage.
I don't hate it.
What a review. What a review. No, can you imagine if somebody wrote that about your comedy? I feel so bad.
There's going to be so many comments to this video underneath now. People going, I didn't hate it.
I don't. The thing is, I'm not trying to force it on you, you know? Like, I hate it when people are like,
yeah.
Oh, you got to try it. It's like my granddad used to do that, bless him, he was so sweet. He'd like try and trick people into eating vegan mince. And he'd be like, I'll make you spaghetti bolognese. And then they'd be eating it and he'd be like, notice anything different? And they'd be like, yeah, it's not me. And then he'd be like, that's crazy. I don't know how you knew. So I don't want to be like that.
I've got two things. One, he was very ahead of his time.
Yes. Yeah.
Two, I've done that.
Have you?
Yeah, I did it with my mum and dad with vegan sausages.
Did you?
Yeah, with the Richmond ones.
They're good.
They are so good.
Are you vegetarian?
Vegetarian, yeah. As of January 2024. But then, January the 3rd, 2024, and then on December the 30th, 2024, so I'd almost gone a complete year, and I was at my parents' having a Chinese takeaway, and I was eating prawn crackers, then suddenly thought, is there prawn in these? You know, it's the sort of thing where you can imagine there wasn't, because it seems like just prawn flavoured.
Yeah, it's not like it's in the name or there's any kind of clue in any way. It doesn't smell of fish or, I don't know how you're meant to know. That's, of course.
I was doing such a deep dive on Google to find one page that would say, no, it's just flavouring. And they were all quite across the board going, it's clearly got prawn in it. It's clear.
Well, do you know what got me is, I still don't know if this is true or not, but my housemate when I was 20 told me that vanilla ice cream had beaver's anus in it.
Well, that's got to be a lie, isn't it?
But I don't know if he's planted it somewhere on the internet because every time I Google it, there's like one page that's like, there's beaver's anus in vanilla ice cream. He said those tiny black things with the anuses. But
right, okay, that's a lie. We're obviously...
That's not true, yeah. Because if it's too tiny,
At some point, somebody said, you know, do you remember at school when they say, oh, bubblegum is made from something to do with a whale?
Yeah, but then that is true.
But that is true.
Yeah.
But they're sort of...
Hubba bubba, but then they'd say it's because it's hubba bubba blubber. And then you'd be like, that doesn't...
Because I don't think they would have put if they were trying to hide it, they wouldn't have made the name so obvious.
They wouldn't have made it so obvious. It rhymes.
It rhymes, yeah. Have a whale blubber, but
yeah,
you could imagine you going, that sounds like a school myth, that we all become adults and we all say to each other, we all told that, you know, everyone has the same experience at school, it turns out. But how do we all know to play stick in the mud?
Yeah.
How do we know that?
My daughter came home the other day, she's 3, and started singing the whole verse of Barbie Girl off by heart. And I was like, how do you know that?
That's
Where did that come from?
crazy.
Like she's with responsible adults all the time. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
That's an inappropriate song.
Yeah. That is. I like. Did she also do that? Did she go deep for the?
Yeah, I was like, what? That's crazy.
Absolutely nailed it. Because then that's a good party trick. But just stuff like that becomes like the whole thing of looking in the mirror and saying Bloody Mary's name 3 times and she'll appear. Did you have that?
No, that's a you thing.
Oh, we had it at my school, and if you went into the toilet, the boys' toilet, and said it 3 times in the mirror, she would appear. And I remember being in there on my own.
What does she look like?
I never did it, so I didn't see her. But you can imagine Bloody Mary.
But people did it.
Well, you think you can probably Google Bloody Mary. I think she was real, wasn't she? Was she Mary Queen of Scots?
There's been a few Marys, and I think they probably reached quite bloody ends, so they could
have... We're definitely not getting invited back.
This is so embarrassing. And it's just so nice not to have full responsibility being
contagious.
on me.
The milk does something funny there, doesn't it? It's gone sort of
you have to just the thing is you adjust to it and it becomes your new normal.
Yeah.
So if you keep drinking it, it does become normal for you.
Do you feel bad when you go? Do you go into a cafe and ask for it and then they go no, and you sound very. I don't know how to say this without being bad.
Yeah, what word would you say?
What
do I sound like?
Do you know what I'm sort of thinking, but I don't want to say it? London mum.
Yeah.
It is that, and you are that.
It is that, but the thing is, what I have to do is, because I know they're not going to have cashew milk, so I say, do you have, because they often have almond milk, but I'm allergic to almonds, and so then I have to say, do you have oat milk? But I can only have oat milk if it doesn't have soy in it, because I'm allergic to soy.
Wow.
So, could I have oat milk, but does it have soy in? And they're like, what is your problem?
Yeah.
And then they give me the thing and then I have to read it and they're like, it's oat milk, and I'm like, no, it has, and then it has soybeans, and they're like, we didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So nobody invites me over, nobody wants me in their cafe. It's fine.
What about your vanilla ice cream? Does it have Viva Zanus in it? I'm out of here. This isn't going to work. So you're allergic to almonds?
Yeah.
And something to do with vegetables?
I'm allergic to raw fruit, raw vegetables, and nuts, but cashews are a legume. So cashews are the only ones I can have. Yeah.
So what's a raw? So raw vegetables. So if a carrot now on the table, no. But if you boiled it, fine.
Yeah.
But you don't. I guess you do boil. You can have jam, but you can't have.
Yeah.
Strawberries.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
So how do you get your 5 a day?
Well, I can have so often when it's frozen, it's pasteurized, and so I can I can have stuff if it's cooked. So I can have pasta if it's got cooked vegetables in it or whatever.
Yeah, great.
I can have
broccoli.
Orange juice because it's all processed. The worse it is for you, the more I can have it. Fresh off the tree, bad.
Right. If it's good for you, it's bad. If it's good for everyone, it's bad for you.
Yeah. I'm the opposite.
Yeah. Because I can't have orange juice because it always immediately the first swallow will sting my throat and then I'll be covered in ulcers.
Really?
Yeah. But I also can't have banana because of ulcers, pineapple, kiwi, coconut.
See, it's probably a similar thing maybe, but I don't have ulcers. It has it swells a bit and has lumps.
Oh, maybe it is that. Maybe I've
just
really
similar.
That would make sense, and I probably thought, because I can't see them, I've guessed that they were ulcers.
But it's different because it wouldn't be bananas, because my stuff is stuff that has a thick skin. Is this interesting? Is this what people want to hear about allergies? But yeah, it's if it has a thick skin, I'm not allergic because it's the protein that grows on the outside on the tree. But that's a very
That's why we get on so well.
The losers that nobody wants.
So
we have to pretend we're here with people.
Yeah, we don't have a thick skin.
Yeah.
Apples, if I eat them, I can cut up an apple and eat it. If I eat an apple like that, it makes my forehead sweat. Do you get anything like that?
Huh?
What,
because you're tired?
I think it's a lot of work, but I found out if I cut them up, I can eat them okay. Otherwise, they make But fruit, I can only have grapes, blueberries, and watermelon. Really, the only three that give me no issue.
So this is really similar.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, but I
can't have grapes.
You can't have grapes.
No, but I can have watermelon.
You can have watermelon. I discovered watermelon in 2019. I'd never had it because I didn't like melon, but I like watermelon. How's this going?
It really got into the dregs of our allergies.
Okay, there's a format. Oh, do you always dress in a way that if you spill stuff, it's not going to show up?
Yeah, it's really important for me. Not always. Often I'll turn up in white and people are like, what is wrong with you? Obviously that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm very hopeful.
Yeah, you're optimistic.
Yeah.
I love wearing a white t-shirt, but so if I'm driving to a gig, even if it's like summer, I'll have to take a jacket that if I'm eating something in the car, I just zip up the jacket and sit so I can drink tea or eat something while I'm driving.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Like an adult bib.
Like an adult bib, yeah, which they don't do.
That is a jacket, I guess.
That is it, yeah. That's what we do. So I have to do that. And now I do have a black t-shirt that lives in my car that I can just put on instead, but it doesn't mean me getting changed at the services. Just get in there.
You get out, you take off your t-shirt, you put on your t-shirt, you put in the car, you eat, you get out, you put back on your t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad.
That's what I've had to do.
That's your eating t-shirt.
I'm not an eating t-shirt. I wash it. It's not just my comedy career.
It's just covered in.
But I have to because I cannot, otherwise I can't. And the amount of times I've gone on and it's just early on. But also I've got a very weak bladder. So I really have to pull over in dangerous places.
Well, do you know what I found out? How is it anything medical?
Do you know, 2 girls that I've dated, their mums have been nurses and they've both said you need to get checked for diabetes because you go to the toilet so often. And they have checked me and they've said, no, but I do love water.
I'm exactly the same.
Really?
So when I was younger, I've talked about this before and people always get mad about this as well. I couldn't stop drinking water. My mum was worried because she saw in this morning that this woman drowned in her own body.
Drowned inside? Yes, I was told that.
And then my mum was really panicked and she had to ration how much squash I had in a day because she was worried. And then I drank loads, but then I was going to the toilet so much. And then I was peeing a few years ago so often that I went to the doctors and they tested me for everything and they were like, it's anxiety. You've got into a habit of peeing too much. So this is so embarrassing, I had to keep a pee diary and every time I went to pee. And then I had to try and build it up so that I peed less. So I think you need a pee diary.
I need a pee diary.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a pee diary because it's a lot and it's in the night. And then I know that happens when you get older, but I've always had it. Yeah. So it's only going to get worse. But I've got 2 things off the back of that you said that made me think things. One was, I remember when I was younger, going to bed and having a really bad stomach ache, so painful. And my mum had to call the doctor out. And we'd been at a friend's house who had a swimming pool. And then when the doctor said, he said, I've drunk too much of the swimming pool water. And so I thought I was drowning on the inside because I would just drink all the water. I would take mouth and then it was just it must have been chlorine in my stomach and I just couldn't sleep. It was so painful. There was something else that made me think of something else, but it might come back to me later, but we do have to almost wrap up.
We've covered all the really big topics. We're very similar.
Yeah. Anxiety, that's what it was. Yeah. Because we do comedy.
You just pointed at me, I went anxiety.
That's what you are. Anxiety. It's like GCSE drama. Anxiety. Well, on the show, we always say, what's not your cup of tea?
Yeah.
Raw veg and stuff?
Yeah, I think you're raw veg. Not enough squash. I was going to say small talk. I'm not very good at small talk.
Well, we skip that.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think often when I speak, people are like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
So I try and pretend and do the, how are you? Do all that stuff, but I don't know how to do it.
Yes, yeah. Well, I realised this the other day, that and you'll have this because you have a daughter, but I'm an uncle. And there's always
it's the same thing.
It's it.
Yeah, we get it, yeah.
Children are around.
Yeah.
And I see the
We're
awkwardness.
both tired. I get it, we're both.
It's a lot. I've not seen them for 3 months. I'm just still coping with it. I'm going to see them Saturday because I realise it. I've actually got a great nephew and a great niece.
Whoa.
And so they are twins.
You've got a bad nephew and a bad niece.
You do. That's what you have. Oh, that's what I am.
It's because you said you had a great I made a little joke.
I see what happened there. I got so used to saying great that I've missed the that was lovely. Really nice stuff.
You can't just say that's lovely, it's too late. It's too late.
I just was like, oh, do you? I thought we were going into it. Yes. I can't remember what I was going to say. What I was
You've
going to
got
say
a great nephew and a great niece.
Yeah, something on that.
I'm
It
sorry,
wasn't. No, it wasn't going to be great. Ironically, it was fine. But I think they're twins. I think they're getting to the age now. If 3 months passes, they won't remember who I am. Anyway, I've realised talking to children not their age but older, adults always go like if the family all around, they go, "Hello, how are you?" And I go, a child is never asked how are you by their friends. So that's why they don't know how to answer it. How are you is an adult scripting small talk thing that we do, because what would happen is if you went to your friends when we were both children, or sort of what we did here, we just go straight into, what's that? Like, what are you playing?
They go straight up and they go straight in. That's so true.
They don't do any of that. And so it's why when you see adults talk to children like that, they're always like, they don't know how to answer, because it's only on Christmas when you go, what did you get for Christmas?
Yeah, because they're like, what's wrong with you? I'm fine.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm good.
How am I? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a child. I'm either fine or I'm being sent to my room. I don't have anything else. Tired and hungry. Bored is the main thing they are, but they don't know. So you just go, say something like, oh, what's that? Or when did you get them? Like new trainers or something. And then that's how they know. So I realise adults do that small talk thing.
They're so in the moment that they can't be, they're not like, that's really interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. So I'm with you. And we didn't do any small talk.
I know. I just like, it's just so difficult, especially when you have a child and there's a lot of like talk about like sleep schedules and what do you think about this? And you know, you're like, have you ever heard of Google? You know, it's just like, it's like, why are we asking each other this? Like, let's talk about something more interesting.
Is this at the school gate? Is that sort of thing happening as well?
Yeah, there's WhatsApp groups and it's a lot of stuff that you just Google. But I think it's like people are looking for a connection or they're looking for a thing, but it's like, let's talk. We don't have to make everything about the child. We can talk about how you're actually feeling or what.
Just something else. And you know when you try too hard with it, that you sort of, if I'm walking towards a friend, I'm about to meet a friend, I'm looking at everything they wear to go, is there anything I can jump in with to ignore the how are you? And I think that's when people go, you look great. And then somebody goes, oh, thanks, you too. And then that compliment never feels the same because it feels like you just had to say it because you got in first. And it's that sort of thing. I always try to get something else.
That's really good, I think, because I do think though that sometimes when like, you know, when someone's got a haircut and like sometimes like they've got a bad haircut and they'll be like, everyone keeps saying how nice my haircut is. And I'm like, no, they have to comment on it because they see it and they go, you've had your haircut. And then they have to go, it's nice.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, everyone loves my haircut. And I'm like, they don't actually love it. Like it's a bad haircut, but they have to comment. Yeah. Because it's new and you can't not comment.
Do you ever in your brain catch yourself going, whoa, I almost said that really bad thing?
So much.
It's so hard. And then you start thinking of like the sliding doors moment. If I'd said that thing, my life was over.
I'm like packing my bags in my head. I taught myself when I was quite young, like to filter. Like there's a filter happening.
That's good.
Yeah, but then actually that makes it very hard. So like you have to undo the filter sometimes.
Yes.
It's so weird because like in our job, it's like you have to get rid of the filter because you have to.
The quick.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'm like, no, put the filter on. You have to be very polite and very this, but that's how you're taught. But it's I hate it because I can't connect, but it's a thing that I learned that I had to do.
I wonder if that's good or bad for comedy. Because is it making you go, not the first thought, because everyone can have that, jump to this new one?
No, it's like I have to get rid of being polite and nice and just say what I'm thinking. And then that's it. Like it's like that's where the comedy is. If you say exactly what you're thinking.
Yes.
It's like it's not second guessing it.
Masking.
It's like,
Is that masking?
Yeah, it's like not like pretending to be like what's the nice thing to say here? It's what's the thing that you're thinking.
Your brain actually just wants to deliver.
Yeah.
And then training your brain to go, no, we don't do that one. Because that's bad or illegal. We do this one.
Yeah, like a tiny filter, a little tiny one, but not like the main one that you put on for like society to pretend that you're like, oh, you're like a robot person.
I tried so hard. And then like there's a guy at my local shop and he's so nice and he wants to chat and we chat. And every time I feel like I'm the one where, as it's his job, he's like, I'll chat to you. And then I give him too much sometimes because I've tried to jump past small talk to go to like the big thing. And then he's like,
a lot of people don't want that. They don't want it. They really don't want it.
They want the small talk.
Yeah, you see them shut down and they're like, no, get away from me.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And once you've done that, then it's really hard to keep going back to the shop.
There has been time, and it's a really good shop, but there's a Tesco a little bit further, and sometimes I have to go there to get something because I'm not in the...
You can't look at the worry in his eyes that you're going to tell him about your personal life again.
I did the other day ask him what days he works, just as part of thinking that small talk, but also it means I could probably go there on a Sunday and I'm fine. Isn't that bad? But I like him. But I know it's me.
Him what days he worked. So you went, what days do you work? And then he was like, it's so weird. Last time I saw you, asked me what days I work. And he hasn't come in since. It becomes really clear if you don't then
What have I done?
that you're trying to avoid him.
Well, I went, you're always here. Do you ever have a day off? I did it as that. But I like him. I think for his sake as well, I sometimes listen, I see him go, oh God.
Yeah.
This guy's coming back with a big talk. We've almost finished our teas.
Yeah, you've actually drunk a lot of it.
And you've still got the coaster stuck to the bottom. It's like a comedy mug.